It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but just as much to stand up to our friends. To the well-organized mind, death is but the next great adventure. The truth. Dumbledore sighed. It is a beautiful and terrible thing, and should therefore be treated with great caution. You haven't got a letter on yours, George observed. I suppose she thinks you don't forget your name. But we're not stupid, we know we're called Greed and Forge. Fear of a name increases fear of the thing itself. Now, you two, this year, you behave yourselves. If I get one more out telling me you've blown up a toilet or... Blown up a toilet? We've never blown up a toilet. Great idea though, thanks, Mom. One can never have enough socks, said Dumbledore. Another Christmas has come and gone and I didn't get a single pair. People will insist on giving me books. There are some things you can't share without ending up liking each other, and knocking out a 12-foot mountain troll is one of them. Nitwit. Blubber. Oddment. Tweak. Ah, music, he said, wiping his eyes. A magic beyond all we do here. What happened down in the dungeons between you and Professor Quirrell is a complete secret, so, naturally the whole school knows. I hope you're pleased with yourselves. We could all have been killed, or worse, expelled. Now if you don't mind, I'm going to bed. So light a fire. Harry choked. Yes, of course. But there's no wood. Have you gone mad? Ron bellowed. Are you a witch or not? Harry, you're a great wizard, you know. I'm not as good as you, said Harry, very embarrassed, as she let go of him. Me, said Hermione. Books. And cleverness. There are more important things, friendship and bravery, and oh Harry, be careful. There is no good and evil, there is only power and those too weak to seek it. A breeze ruffled the neat hedges of Privet Drive, which lay silent and tidy under the inky sky, the very last place you would expect astonishing things to happen. Harry Potter rolled over inside his blankets without waking up. One small hand closed on the letter beside him and he slept on, not knowing he was special, not knowing he was famous, not knowing he would be woken in a few hours' time by Mrs. Dursley's scream as she opened the front door to put out the milk bottles, nor that he would spend the next few weeks being prodded and pinched by his cousin Dudley. He couldn't know that at this very moment, people meeting in secret all over the country were holding up their glasses and saying in hushed voices, to Harry Potter, your mother died to save you. If there's one thing Voldemort cannot understand, it is love. He didn't realize that love as powerful as your mother's for you leaves its own mark. Not a scar, no visible sign, to have been loved so deeply, even though the person who loved us is gone, will give us some protection forever. It is in your very own skin. Quirrell, full of hatred, greed, and ambition, sharing his soul with Voldemort, could not touch you for this reason. It was agony to touch a person marked by something so good. As much money and life as you could want. The two things most human beings would choose above all. The trouble is, humans do have a knack of choosing precisely those things that are worst for them. Can't stay long, Mother, he said. I'm up front, the prefects have got 2 compartments to themselves. Oh, are you a prefect, Percy? Said one of the twins, with an air of great surprise. You should have said something, we had no idea. Hang on, I think I remember him saying something about it, said the other twin. Once or twice a minute all summer Oh, shut up, said Percy the prefect. Hogwarts, Hoggy-warty Hogwarts. Teach us something, please. Whether we be old and bald, or young with scabby knees, our heads could do with filling with some interesting stuff. For now they're bare and full of air, dead flies and bits of fluff. So teach us something worth knowing. Bring us back what we forgot. Just do your best, we'll do the rest. And learn until our brains all rot. Swish and flick. Alas. Earwax. Draco Dormiens Nunculum Titilandus. Never tickle a sleeping dragon. Everybody finished the song at different times. At last, only the Weasley twins were left singing along to a very slow funeral march. Don't play, said Hermione at once. Say you're ill, said Ron. Pretend to break your leg, Hermione suggested. Really break your leg, said Ron. Enter, stranger, but take heed of what awaits the sin of greed. For those who take, but do not earn, must pay most dearly in their turn. So if you seek beneath our floors a treasure that was never yours, thief, you have been warned, beware of finding more than treasure there. I can teach you how to bottle fame, brew glory, even put a stopper on death. Fred, you next, the plump woman said. I'm not Fred, I'm George, said the boy. Honestly, woman, you call yourself our mother? Can't you tell I'm George? Sorry, George, dear. Only joking, I am Fred, said the boy, and off he went. Do you mean to tell me, he growled at the Dursleys, that this boy knows nothing about anything? Harry thought this was going a bit far. He had been to school, after all, and his marks weren't bad. I know some things, he said. I can, do math and stuff.